Sabrina.
How's that for soul? Right? How's that for soul? What is this you're wearing?
It's a Turkish kippah or yarmulke, whatever you tell me in Yiddish, but I don't speak Yiddish well.
Ari, oh thanks, the microphone's back. Ari, I think that memories warm you up from the inside, but they also tear you apart.
Nothing's ever really lost to us as long as we remember it.
That's why we want to welcome Thelma Scheinberg reading Raisins and Almonds by Elizabeth Sussman Nassau.
Put your hands together.
When I was small, the neighborhood was big, and Bubby's lap was bigger. Bubby was my grandmother. She had the kindest smile in the world. When I sat in her lap, she'd put her soft arms around me and kiss my neck. Bubby taught me to cook in her clean little kitchen. She made ruby red soup, borscht, from beets and all the other vegetables I could carry from her garden. I'd help her stuff chicken necks with breading, then watch in wonder as she sewed them together with a needle and thread. As she cooked, my Bubby would sing songs of her childhood. My favorite was a lullaby about raisins and almonds. Rajinkis mit Mandeln. Schlupfschein, Bubby would sing. Sleep now, Mädela, sleep. When she made chopped liver, Bubby used an old iron grinder from her grandmother, which clamped onto the table. As I turned the handle around and around, the meat would tumble into her big blue bowl. Then Bubby would add chicken schmaltz, eggs, onions, and secret spices. I loved to watch my grandmother in the kitchen. She could make a steaming mountain out of mashed potatoes. She'd offer me a juicy slice of orange faster than I could crack the rind. And Bubby could peel an apple in one long, shiny red ribbon. Bubby's yard was a beautiful garden of life. She loved to sing as we wandered among the fragrant flowers and fat vegetables. There were greedy squirrels, noisy birds, dragonflies with double wings. Bees would settle on the peonies. The cherry tomatoes were as sweet as candy. I'd watch the sunflowers grow until they towered over me. Then I'd stand under their giant petals and stretch. My grandmother would smile. Klein Mädela, she'd say, sweet child, you're such a bright flower. And she'd kiss the tip of my sunburned nose. The garden held other wonders. Once, when I poked my stick in a bed of brown leaves, I found a shimmery snakeskin. When I showed my Bubby, she said I found a memory of the snake, and that memories were precious. Of all the trees, I loved the slender birches best. I would gather bits of their papery bark and write parchment letters to Bubby. Whenever she read one, she'd blow me a kiss. I didn't know until much later that my grandmother couldn't read. We played dolls in the dining room. Bubby called them all Dalinke and sang to them in Yiddish. Rajinkis mit Mandeln. Sleep now, Bubala, sleep. When I was frightened or sad, she would stroke my hair and hum. Her voice was my rainbow. As I grew and Bubby aged, each year she measured me against the door of her kitchen, making my mark with her pencil. I measured my grandmother too. The day my mark was higher than hers, I called her the incredible shrinking Bubby. We laughed and laughed. When Bubby got tired, she'd sit on her glider and watch me play. When we went to synagogue, I'd help her up the steps. But the day I became a bat mitzvah, a daughter of the covenant, Bubby danced the special dance of celebration, the hora, with me. Now I am big. The neighborhood is small. My Bubby is gone. She's gone to the gardens of memory. But the gifts she left are more precious than any treasure. Whenever I reach for the old blue bowl, I remember the smells of my Bubby's kitchen. When I run my palm against a paper white birch, I recall the parchment of her skin. And on quiet nights, as I rock my drowsy daughter to sleep, I can hear my Bubby's lullabies. Sluf shine, Bubbala sluf. Sleep, my dear Bubby, sleep.
תודה רבה, Thelma. What a memory. What a lovely memories that evoke.
And now, accompanied by Sam Gillis on the piano, Anita Platt will sing in Yiddish, one of our favorite Russian Jewish folk songs and love songs. You know this one, Tumbalalaika.
Tumbalalaika, na 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 na. Oh.
Steht der Bacher, steht und tracht, tracht und tracht die ganze Nacht. Wenn man zu nehmen und nicht verschämen, wenn man zu nehmen und nicht verschämen. Tumbala, tumbala, tumbalalaika, tumbala, tumbala, tumbalalaika, tumbalalaika, spiel balalaika, tumbalalaika, Freilach soll sein. Narischer Bacher, was darf zu fragen, a Stinken wachsen, wachsen und regen, Liebe kann brennen und nicht aufhören, was soll's kann bänken, weinen und trären. Tumbala, tumbala, laika, tumbala, 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 laika, tumbala, laika, spiel balalaika, tumbala, laika, Freilach soll sein. Mädel, Mädel, ich will bei dir fragen, was kann wachsen, wachsen und regen, was kann brennen und nicht aufhören, was kann bänken, weinen und trären. Tumbala, 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 laika, tumbala, 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 laika, tumbala, laika, spiel balalaika, tumbala, laika, Freilach soll sein.